Hey guys, welcome to the Damian Blue Show, comic book and King of Pop Talk. This is episode 4, and we are going to be talking about the new X-23 series. It comes out tomorrow, July 11th, but we're here a day early checking this out. So the night before it's out, we're going to get into it, and we're going to see how it holds up to Tom Taylor's all-new Wolverine from January of 2016. But we're going to set that over here, and we're going to dive into this. Okay, guys, first of all, after reading this, what I can tell you is it's a great jumping on point if you're a fan of X-23, of Laura, as I like to call her, the all-new Wolverine, just because that's when I became a fan of her character. But if maybe you saw the movie Logan and you're like, I want to get into that character a bit more, this is a great jumping on point for that. But is it the best rendition of the story that could be as a jumping on point? We'll see, and we'll see how it measures up. Okay, so let's get into it. So here we have, it says X-23. Cloned from Wolverine, Laura Kinney began her life as a weapon called X-23. After she escaped those who created her, she located another clone, Gabby. Together, the sisters began to fight for a better future as the all-new Wolverine and Honey Badger. But to move forward, you have to face what's behind you. 2 birthdays and 3 funerals. Now here's the people that brought this comic to life. I'm not going into this blindly just because I was a big fan of Tom Taylor's all-new Wolverine run. And, you know, as satisfying as the ending was, and I'm thrilled that he's doing X-Men Red, I just feel like, you know, that was my story. And so for this, it has a lot to live up to. Okay, so here we've just got a brief recap of some stuff. My Mutant Family album. It says my mom. Okay, and it's a really nice, quick introduction to stuff. And here's some ads. Okay, and then boom, we're into it. And there's our 2 girls, and they're fighting side by side. It's cool. There's a lot of humor in the fighting too, as they're fighting these soldiers. Okay. Hey, Metal Face. And a lot of the humor is just, you know, it's mixed in with the action, which is great. It's a great way to do it. Okay. So now they're talking, hey, did you get the other Metal Faces? I'm at a construction site. And one of the best beats of this part of the story is when they're fighting here. And it's like, it reminds you of almost of a Spider-Man book in a sense, just because there's like quips going on in between the fighting. You know, green guy's grumpy. And so like he throws this truck and it says crash, you know. And I love this. You throw trucks at my sister, I cause you serious pain. Now I'm going to need you to stay put. So let's make sure you stay put in an I'm unconscious kind of way. You know, it's things like that that just make this story like real endearing. And then you have this right here. How you feeling? I feel like a pretzel. Like an actual pretzel, not like eating a pretzel. Did you get them all in the thing? Yes. The green guy was fun. Look like it. As they talk about going to see Beast. And Gabby's a real endearing character in this book. Just if this was the first time you'd ever seen her character, here's Beast, okay? Giving you some exposition as far as the story. But if this was the first time that you ever saw Gabby and Laura together, if this was the first book like this you picked up, let's say. Side note, here's a cool ad for the Punisher. I'm glad they're keeping with that same writer, but just doing a new jumping on point. If you haven't checked out the Punisher War Machine stuff, it's really cool. Okay, back to it. This is a really good jumping on point for their characters just because you get a sense of their bond. It is really genuine in here, and it's real emotional, and that's great. So here's some clones of Emma Frost, okay? And Gabby, again, just shows you she's fun, you know? And you really get a sense that whoever's writing this has a clear vision of Gabby's character in their mind and how to do it. Like, you guys look like an evil choir, you know, and then she's making like an expression like that. I mean, it's just real. It's genuine and it's good, and there is a lot of stuff. They talk a lot about birthdays, given the title, and Gabby really wants to, you know, she wants to know when her birthday is because she noticed a few. If you go back here, she notices them. They have a conversation about birthdays, and she notices what they're holding and everything, and so it's like she gets on this kick about wanting to know about her birthday and everything, and Laura doesn't really want to get into that, and her big reasoning is if you have a birthday, then I could have a birthday too, and birthday cake. And her sister's response, we don't need a birthday. If you just want a cake, just get a cake. I don't want a cake. I want a birthday cake with sprinkles and candles and happy however old I am birthday on it. And this is real genuine sister stuff right here. I mean, the writing's solid. Holy cow, what are you getting huffy about? You see one clone with a bakery box and you're freaking out. Finish your baklava so we can go home. Stupid baklava. You know, it's like you could really see this conversation taking place, which as a writer, especially of comic books, that's really what you strive for. So as you're watching the camera, you're probably going, whoa, what's that? So this was kind of them having a flashback of what's gone on in case you weren't current. So there were 5 of the clones of Emma Frost, and 2 of them supposedly passed away, but we'll find out later. Spoilers alert. Stop now if you want to not be spoiled, okay? Okay, you've been warned. So, like I said, we'll find out later that there's a plot going on to do some damage to the world, but in a very unique way. So here they both are, the ones that we thought were MIA. Now here they are. But you can see they're weak. And you know, we're dying, you know, it's real, and they look hideous. They look like literally Walking Dead, okay? And this is really some nice artwork of Laura and Gabby together. I'm a fan of this relationship, and I think this issue, and I'm betting this series will really build on that. So here's their birthday surprise, okay? Dun dun dun. So they're gonna join up. The writing is solid. Weapon X, okay? So you see, she says right here too, I need to be strong, I need to be powerful, indestructible. You know the plan works better if there's only one of us. We all know it. It will be me. After all, I've been through it. I deserve it. So they're going to join, okay? And Marvel does a cool job of showing you what to expect. Like the cover, it's obvious what's going to happen. So they're going to throw down in the next issue. This issue was really good. I liked it. I didn't want to like it as much as I do like it. However, that being said, I would recommend it, but I wouldn't say run and get it. I'd just say if you like Laura's character, go check it out. You won't be disappointed. However, if we just jump back to Tom Taylor's All New Wolverine, and I don't mean to beat a dead horse here, but I mean, this has all those same beats, but it's done, I think, just so much better. You first of all, in this story, you have them talking. You have Laura talking to Wolverine, and you have him giving her advice in this story. And I'm not doing a full-on review of this, but I'm just trying to show you guys that it has the sentimental beats, but it beats that issue so much more. And so it's like, as long as you're not comparing it to something truly incredible, like, look at that art, man. Was anything you just saw out of those pages anything near as awesome as that? I don't think so. And I'm going to challenge you, if you're like, well, I like the art in the other one. Okay, you know, we'll say that. But I just got to say, like, I challenge you, because it's like, was there anything near as amazing as this? There wasn't. And so while the new X-23 series that comes out tomorrow definitely hits all the right beats, and it's like a slow burn to a good story, you can tell, especially if you're a fan of the character, this one did all of that and so much more. So it's like, at the end of the day, I realize where the character's at is a different place in 2016 than 2018. However, it's like, it's all up to the writer and the team of people, the artists, to join together and make something great. And it's like, yes, I'm not taking anything away from that issue by saying it's really good and I'd recommend it. But if you really want a good all new Wolverine story, which is still what I call Laura X-23, I'd say this is the one to get. This one has all the same beats as this one. It's not the same story, but it's just as satisfying and way more satisfying, if I'm being honest, as far as a debut issue. When I read this issue, I was like, oh my gosh, I want issue 2 now. When I read this, I'm like, okay, I'm going to check out issue 2, but it's not nearly the same excitement. So that does it for the new X-23. I think you guys should check it out. If you can, go check out Tom Taylor's all new Wolverine from 2016 if you really want, like, my top choice. But either way, this is a great issue, a great jumping on point. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back. I've been saying it for a while, but we're gonna get to that Spawn number 2 and the follow-up to the Michael Jackson GQ article. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. And like I said, you know, I hope this was enjoyable, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.